Okay, I'm interested. Do you have really people selling stuff? Because now we don't care about money anymore. You all share the things. Huh?
What the fuck?
I don't know. Because you still need to produce stuff. They still need to be fed.
Are you the Grinch who steals supermarkets?
So sorry. We're consolidating resources to centralize useful items for distribution.
Okay. You're putting everything together to then...
Is there something specific you need? We can deliver to you anytime, anywhere.
I'm not going to call you every time I need something. I am a very independent person, okay? I always have been. I fend for myself.
What does she need?
Absolutely. Will do.
Okay.
Me, I would have asked, well, do I need to go? Where is the food now?
Can we say Friday, maybe? I just need a rough estimate of when I should come back.
We'll be there in a moment.
You just had to ask and they're gonna obey. They're only here to please you. But you know, it's lost fresh meal if you're not buying everything out of the store. It's gonna be wasted, you know. Okay, for the dry stuff, no, but for the other stuff, it's way too much food for only one person. Carol, I hope that you can see that. And the other ones, for sure, they didn't have anything else to do with their lives. They have no job, they have no occupation, no hobby. In fact, they're glad you're giving them a purpose in life. That's my theory about the aliens who sent that virus so they can come to Earth and only have soldiers, little puppets.
Maybe we sneak past you here.
You're not gonna send...
Something you want that's not here, we'll get it to you.
She's not gonna send them. Feeling better?
Damn it.
No electricity anymore. To not waste electricity, energy? But they don't need, in fact, lights and stuff like that during the night. Why would they need it?
You have got to be fucking kidding me.
Not you. You're the only one who needs it. It's us.
Hello, Carol. So sorry to startle you. We didn't mean to do that. A little problem isolating your branch circuit. But they're back on now, right? The lights are on?
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Why are you turning them off everywhere else?
They don't need them.
But lights aren't necessary for you guys? You just see in the dark?
Oh, no.
No, just they don't have anything to do.
It's just that there's no crime to prevent. And we're not working at night.
And they don't need fridges anymore, they don't need things like that anymore.
If you'd like, we'd be happy to restore the rest of
No,
the lights.
screw it. Leave them off. Who gives a shit? Cheer me up. Why? I'm fine. I'm so happy. There is nothing wrong with me that a fucking hand grenade wouldn't fix. You got one of those?
They're really gonna deliver it to you. They don't have humor. They don't know jokes.
Yeah.
Hi. Sorry it took so long.
A hand grenade.
Yes. We thought you were probably being sarcastic, but we didn't want to take the chance. Were you being sarcastic? Do you want us to take... You know what? We're just gonna go get rid of it. Feel better, Carol.
Hey, do you maniacs drink?
No.
It's a hard thing to predict.
They are working on
Scientific
it.
advan- We're working around the clock. It could be as soon as a couple weeks, or it could take months or longer. Regardless, sooner or later, I'm fucked. Sorry, Carol. We have a biological imperative.
To contaminate everyone.
No, we want to make you happy, you say. Your life is your own, you say.
If you were walking by a lake and you saw somebody drowning, would you throw him a life preserver? Of course you would.
You think that she's drowning? It's not because she's unhappy that she's not happy to live,
You just don't know it.
to have her own life.
You people are brainwashed, is what you are.
Not all of the people who are unhappy are trying to kill themselves. Do you understand what I mean?
About this mind meld of yours. It's all beautiful scenery, and you feel nothing but contentment. Just wave after wave of bliss and peace, and it's like living inside a postcard. Every second of every day. Basically, it's every Rich Steve special ever, right? Or you're having coffee on the canals in Amsterdam, and it's like you're in a coffee commercial.
That's what you
Or
would want.
you're in Norway above the Arctic Circle.
In a hotel made of ice. Under a pile of furs.
I told you that Helen was off limits.
It's not Bjorn, you know, who told you so.
You are a bunch of mind fuckers. Wow, you got this thing really jammed in there, don't you?
Please be careful with that.
Right, like you would give me a real hand grenade.
Yes, she did.
Carol, if we may.
She just saved you. And saved herself. Carol, look what you just did. Oh no, that car! With the horse like that? I wish it in that car. Bad, Carol, bad. Help is already coming, she called them. Hello.
To say, Zoshi's doing much better. There was some blood loss, but no real nerve damage. She's resting.
Okay.
Can we get you a fresh change of clothes?
Why would you give me a hand grenade?
You asked for one.
Why not give me a fake one?
You asked for one. They're here to please you.
Carol.
If I asked right now, would you give me another hand grenade?
Yes,
Yes. Even after last night, you would give me another.
to please you.
Okay, what about a bazooka? And the thing bazooka shoots a rocket or whatever.
Yes.
What about an atom bomb?
Why would you want one?
For kicks? I mean, does it matter? You gave me a grenade, for fuck's sake. It'd be okay to say no at this point. That would be sane.
They can't
Not
say no.
utterly batshit crazy.
They can't say no.
If you truly wanted a nuclear weapon, we would weigh the pros and cons with you. Ultimately, yes, wouldn't necessarily feel good about it. We would move heaven and earth to make you happy, Carol. Would you like an atom bomb?
I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. Okay. Okay.
Oh, would you like a cup of coffee? Maybe a
You can go.
Can you give her scientists to work on something against the virus? If it's pleasing her. Right there, she directly thought, you know, about asking for weapons, for things to hurt and kill people, and the fact that maybe she can hurt and kill them all. But I'm not sure that she would be really okay to do that. to kill people herself. But she thought of that, and the fact that she imagined it, you know, at the end, like truly, she thought of that. But if truly they only want to please her, she can just ask for a group of scientists to work on something to exterminate the virus. They're gonna say yes. Even if they have a group of scientists working on converting her, you know, contaminating her with the exact same virus, they're just gonna want to please her with scientists working as well on her idea. Me, I would ask for that. You only want to please me, you can't say no to me. And then we'll see which team is gonna have their thing first, you know, the antidote or the antidote, you know, or the way to convert me, contaminate me to your thing. We'll see which group of scientists is gonna win. No? Like really, me, I would ask for that. Okay, that was a cool episode because we're talking about the consequences of the plot. Again, it's something totally different to have a good idea, a good plot, and to be able to elaborate on it, to really create a story around it, and not just a story, but also to think about all of the consequences and showing them and making everything logical. I told you about it, the fact that none of these guys now, they have a job. Because you don't need money to buy stuff and all, you're just sharing everything. And I told you about the fact that because of that, you don't have waiters and waitresses, you don't have also at shops, you know, people selling stuff, because in fact, the food that you need, you just need to produce it and to equally, you know, give it to people. I didn't think about the fact that because of that, shops would be empty, but in fact, it's just, you know, the step after what I just said. So I'm glad that I had the good, you know, idea on mind about the consequences of the plot. I knew that the organization of this society would be like that, you know, to concentrate all of the resources and then to give it equally to everyone. And see, they thought about it and they went even further. For Carol, what does it mean? It means that her shop, there is nothing in her shop anymore. But I'm sorry, Carol, it's a totally waste of resources right there, because you can't eat all of these vegetables, all of these breads, all of these things. And because they know that it's pleasing you, they're gonna continue to give resources to that store, you know, regularly, way too much for you to eat them, so it's gonna be really a waste of food, in my opinion. And also what I thought of the fact that no one truly has a job, it's the fact that when they appeared to deliver this food, in fact a lot of people came out of nowhere to help, because these people, they have nothing to do, they have no job, they have no occupation, they have no hobby, they have nothing, so in fact they live for you, to please you. Their purpose in life is that they're alienated, you know. They don't have any opinion, they don't have anything, any goal in life, anything like that. So, in fact, all of the day they are just waiting like that and doing nothing. For the ones who are not producing stuff, or maybe they are producing stuff like that, each one of them, like, I don't know. But I'm glad that they are showing that aspect. Another aspect also that we have right there is the fact that Carol is watching an old show, because in fact there is nothing on television anymore. And if you're continuing to elaborate on that subject, it's the fact that there is no new movie, new show, new book, nothing. Because they can't have an opinion, they can't have any new idea and stuff like that. If you're asking them to create a show, they're gonna create a show. If you're asking them to create a story, they're gonna create a story, but based on what was done before. It's not gonna be something new. It's AI, you know, for the creation of stuff right there, it's AI. Yes, they can create new stuff, but it's not gonna be really new stuff because it's based on old stuff. And in fact, also, they're gonna create stuff based on what you liked before, so it's gonna be based on conditions. Really, AI. The fact that Carol doesn't want for them to mention Helen, and not just that, also to use things that Helen thought, knew, remember, all of that. I totally understand that for Carol, because it's really appropriating to yourself who was Carol, how she was and all. And that's totally not okay. I understand why she made a limit, you know, with that. I don't want for her to give up on the guy on Paraguay, or I can't remember, the one talking in Spanish. The one talking in Spanish, the fact that he doesn't want to communicate with anyone and all, is like you, in fact. I think that really you should meet face to face. The first scene was really nice. It was really simple, you know, I mean, not that much simple, it was a nice hotel. We can't consider that as simple, but you know, just think about the fact that it's a memory with Helen, all of that. I hope that people understood what the writers wanted to show us with that. The fact that right there, Carol, she's not glad to be here. She hates that place. She wouldn't have gone here all by herself. And Helen is not trying to please her. Helen is trying to do something for herself because she wanted to try that. And Carol has to please her. And because of that, you know, she's gonna push her limits. She's gonna do something new, something that she didn't think that she would appreciate. And in fact, at the end of the episode, we discover that it's one of her favorite memories. So yes, a real relationship with someone, if you live with someone who is real and all, it's not someone who is gonna do only things to please you, and it's someone with whom you're gonna have compromises, and sometimes you're gonna do things that you don't appreciate, but without being things that can hurt you, that you totally hate. We're still asking for consent, okay? But you understood what I meant about the fact that a lover is not here only to please you, and so someone that you love in general, you know, is not here only to please you. People are not made like that, and that's totally okay. And in fact, it's making you discover something new, discover more about yourself, and you can be surprised by appreciating the moment at the end no matter what. Again, everything with consent. So that was in fact an important introduction scene, and the conclusion was even better with the fact that when Carol is talking about what it has to be to live like the pirate lady, you know, to always be happy, it's to have all of these amazing experiences, all of at the same time, you know, all of that happiness. And one of the things that she quotes, it's that memory, so that's why it's that important, in fact. So yes, that was a cool episode, and I think that it's also why I'm so excited and I already love that show so much. It's because of the fact that it's making me talk about big subjects, and it's making me think really, about all of the consequences of that plot and all of what it means. And it's really talking about big subjects, you know, about humanity, what is making us humans, and what is the difference with alienated people, you know, and how a society would be with these alienated people if we would be that perfect and happy. You know, for example, that thing that I said at some point about the fact that the pirate lady, she wants to make Carol happy, and because she thinks that Carol is unhappy right now, it's totally different, you know, to be unhappy in your life and to be unhappy to live, you know, to have a life. Like, you know, sometimes we're really unhappy with what is happening into our lives, and it's really like we're feeling sad and all, but it doesn't mean that we don't want to live anymore. We want to for someone else to live at our place, you know, or something like that. Luckily, not everyone who is unhappy is trying to kill themselves. Like, see, it's making me talk about big subjects like that, about life, about humanity, about our societies, so it's even cooler. In addition of the fact that it's well written, it's a cool story, it's a good plot at the beginning, it's well played, it's well filmed, it's really amazing for that. In addition, we have all of that, you know, the fact that I'm talking about deep subjects, you know, thanks to that show. So cool. I hope that you appreciated it as much as I did, and I will see you next week for the next episode. It's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye. But no, bye like that. I'm sorry.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.